my dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be opening and reviewing and rebodying the Princess Tiana doll. I'm going to also put her in regular clothing. Before we get into all that, let's take a look at her packaging. I really like how it's in the shape of a crystal, but it also low-key reminds me of Snow White's coffin when she died, and it was made of glass and it's like crystal, and like if you want to make Snow White's coffin, you would just like do this. Also, one thing to note about this Tiana doll, she's really pretty, and not all Disney dolls are made equal for some reason. I don't know what line this is, but this is the one from Walmart. Unfortunately, this Tiana doesn't have cloth clothing at the top. It is made of plastic, though it is really pretty. The skirt is probably very plasticky feeling, which is unfortunate, but these toys are made for smaller kids. Wow, that was really so hard to open. Like, I had to cut it open with my little box cutter and everything, and the package is like really tough on the back. So here she is, and she looks so pretty, and it's a shame her plastic is, well, it's a shame her clothing is made of plastic. But that is how they got all the detail, I'm guessing. So let's take a look at her crown. I am from Louisiana, so this is very kind of New Orleans inspired. So someone did their homework. Yeah, I do love Tiana's aesthetic. Green is a very nice color, and it's actually rarely used in Disney, so it was time that they changed up to a different color, I'll say. And the skirt doesn't feel too bad, and the print on it is really nice. And the skirt does come off, so you can actually reuse it for other dolls. All her shoes are so nice. They're like Mary Jane's, but like with the twist. That's really cute. And you know what? If we have any green outfits, like no one likes these color of the shoes. Like, no one's wearing like lime green shoes. But my goodness, you might be willing to make an exception for these cuties. There's some leaf details on the back. Just very cute. So yeah, and I like these dolls too because it's like they have a built-in swimsuit so they can go swimming. I'll say that for this articulation, my goodness, $11 or $10.97 for the doll is kind of steep. I mean, she can't even put her arms out. Like, I was gonna pose her by the stairs and like have her touching this part right here, but again, her arms don't go out, so I guess they don't think 3-year-olds need the basic body functions. But yeah, love Tiana, and look at her little dimples on her face. Her screening is slightly pixelated, but it isn't so bad, and I like her hairstyle. So here I have 2 body candidates. I actually had 3, but one was a petite. Now, something to note about the Disney doll heads, they run slightly bigger than the Barbie heads, and more bigger than the Barbie like collector's doll heads. And so to put that head on a petite body would just kind of amplify the bobblehead effect. It's really best to put her on a curvy body to balance out her head. But I do have the Brooklyn body, and this is a doll that when I was going to do like the princess thing, I was going to make this doll Tiana actually. See her little poof, and you can do her nice little updo, and she just has the Tiana look. Like, she looks like Tiana to me, in my opinion. She's a very pretty doll, and her original packaging did not do her justice at all. But yeah, this is the Brooklyn body, so it's a bit thicker, and so as you can see, that's pretty much a spot-on match for Tiana. And so if you're wondering what body to use for Tiana, it's gonna be that Brooklyn body. Sorry, my family's talking. They have no respect for my artistic genius. So this is what makes it so difficult to get the head off. And so I snip mine off. Sometimes you have to snip this part off first. Okay. And this side off. And that way you can get at this little main part. And that way when you're doing your head swaps, that little the fish hook things don't get lodged in the doll's head, and sometimes they come out through the chin as well. My Broken Dolly TV has where she's like shaved this down a little bit to make the heads super swapper friendly, so you can do that. I've not done it yet, but we're then gonna go ahead and remove her crown. So this is a perfect fit. I'm going to scan the light over it a little bit more so you can see. I was trying to get y'all some ambient lighting tonight, but we need to see the color match on this thing. Correct? Correct. Very, very nice. She looks so pretty. Tiana's so pretty, like honestly. She can fit the skirt just fine in the Brooklyn body, but can she fit the shoes? Usually Disney feet are way too big. So let's show you that right now. As you can see, wow, about twice the size of Barbie's feet, even with this Brooklyn body. So yeah, just fell off in answer to your question, or my question, but never fear. The Wicked dolls and the Disney like descendant dolls that usually come articulated, you might want to keep those on their bodies, and these shoes fit those dolls. And I think they might even fit, do they fit the IYL, I Love You Forever dolls? I'm not sure, but if you got those Love dolls, LUV dolls, then these should fit as well. And also if you have Naturalistas, these should fit Naturalistas, I'm thinking. So don't throw away your shoes from Disney. They can fit other dollies. So I'm just gonna take this push pin and pierce her ears right quick. And this was in a wall, so it has like drywall on it. But yeah, these are the earrings. This doesn't really go with her theme, but I don't have anything else that goes with her theme. So I think these are like cute. So I'm gonna take that out and stick that in there. The Disney ears are really defined. Like it's deep in there. But yeah, I like those. I'm gonna do the same thing on this. I just go in the middle of the ear. I don't try to do the lobe or anything like that, because usually the earring covers the entire ear. So it's no point in trying to get the lobe. That should do it. And just stick that in there. Oh, it's so cute. You can't see that, sorry. So cute. I love it. So I went through my things, my green things, and I thought this dress would be perfect just because it has the yellow, and it's kind of, if you look at the pattern, it's kind of swampy with the flowers and everything. So a big chunk of her story takes place in the swamps of New Orleans. Let's see. When you think about New Orleans now, you don't think about swamps. Let's see. So, tilt this up. Yes, we have this little ensemble, and I'm gonna pair these shoes with it. They're not gonna stay on, but They're from a Kirby Barbie signature style thing doll. So yeah, they're not gonna stay on. But they look cute. Look at that. I need some sticky tack or something. And then if she gets chilly, I have this, what I made out of something else. So then we have that, but she looks kind of matronly, so maybe, oh gosh, like mosquitoes have like eaten me. So I'm gonna pose her like this so I can get a good picture. So this is the second outfit. I think it's really cute. It's more youthful, I think. And it's like she's gonna go work out. She's very active, determined person. So I think this one fits her personality as well. And it's all green, so I added in these glasses. So there's a little bit of yellow by way of the gold. Now I know in the story, Tiana's father sadly passes away, but in my doll world, we don't need to give her a sad origin story. And so she has both mama and daddy here to congratulate her on her success. And now she's gonna speed away in her green car. Be back after my workout, y'all. All right, my dolls, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.